Welcome back to another Platinum walkthrough. This one is for Undertale. And I'll be doing a text guide as well for this, guys, which you can find linked in the description. So check that if you just want to reference it a bit or follow that alongside me, or just completely avoid the video altogether and skip straight to the text. But I'll be explaining everything along the way as we go. So follow me here, you shouldn't miss a thing. I'm going to try and build you up well equipment wise, get you loads of healing items. There's quite a difficult boss about 10 minutes before the end, but hopefully with the preparation we're going to be doing, it's not going to be too bad. I know it does get a lot of players stuck for hours, but with this preparation I've been doing, the most I've spent on this boss, I mean, I died on him the first time, and then I realised how bad the boss was. So I went back, started again, done a bit of research, done some preparation, and then beat him on the third try. So I've not had too much trouble, and hopefully that's going to be the same for you guys. But when we do get to it, I will point out a optional path you can take. So you can basically follow me all the way up to that boss, try it for a bit. If you have too much trouble, take the optional path, like I say, which I'll mention when we get there. But I'm hoping you can get him done within at least 3 or 5 tries. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So this is where we begin. We're just going to come and get attacked by a, well, it looked peaceful at first, but it's a flower which turns aggressive really fast. But you want to let it attack you. No points for evading these attacks to begin with. So yeah, to begin the game, we're actually going to run it into attacks. Get damaged. It just skips that cutscene a little bit quicker. These yellow stars are your save points. You interact with them to refill your HP and also to save your game. To begin with, a bit of a tutorial. You're just going to follow this guy. You're going to press that switch and then press that one. If you don't know what switch, the one with the yellow arrows pointing to it, gives it away a little bit. Yeah, and if you read that sign in the back there, you'll get a very useful tutorial. Yes, this dummy, all you want to do is choose act and then choose to talk, and you'll finish that fight quick. No need to attack that dummy, just act and then talk. This frog, if you get a perfect hit, that's stopping the market in the middle, you'll get an instant kill and you'll get quite a bit of XP from it and some gold. But if you fail to get a perfect shot, you'll get 0 like I just did. So I just did a poor shot on purpose, so I'm more or less not going to be any better than you guys. But if you do get a perfect shot, bonus. Tutorial will lead you across these spikes. The achievements, by the way, if you're playing on the Xbox, they're quite a bit, they're more or less the same, but there's a few different ones on the Xbox. So if you're playing on the Xbox, you can use this, but you'll have to detour slightly to do the Xbox achievements in like a sort of slot machine place. You have to go and play a game. But we are doing the genocide route, which means we're killing everything. It's the fastest route in the game, which is why we're doing it, and we don't have to finish the game for this platinum. You have to get close to the end, but last trophy pops, yeah, just when you're near the end, so you don't actually have to finish your game. So here, just going to save the game, and now what we want to do, we just want to keep switching rooms on the bottom here, and we want to keep killing enemies. You want to kill 13 enemies now, not encounters, 13 enemies. If you get low in health, just go to save point to recover your health. And this is a good time to get used to the combat. Basically, when you're attacking, you have to stop your marker in the middle for maximum damage. And when the enemy's attacking, you just have to dodge them small little white pellets and anything in that little box where your heart is. So yeah, 13 battles. It's actually a little bit quicker if you keep switching rooms, because then the next battle begins a bit quicker. You don't have to, you can stay in the same room and just keep running around. But normally if you switch rooms, the next battle begins a little bit quicker. So yeah, 13 battles, guys. Just keep doing this. I'm going to just skip forward to go ahead in a second. Save a bit of time. So yeah, 13 battles. Just keep switching room on this bottom right screen transition. 13 kills. This should be my 3rd kill. So do 13, guys, and I'll see you in a second. Right, so that's 13 for me. And by the way, do not worry if you lost count. You'll find out why very soon. Yeah, so here you just run into the crack floor in the middle, you'll fall down, and then go through a doorway on the right, and it'll take you up on the right side through a window. I'm just going to take one more battle. I think this is 30. I think I miscounted actually, and I did 12. You'll find out, I think we're done, but I end up having to do one more. So in this room, just going to push a rock onto that pressure plate. Get through this dialogue. Now here, go all the way to the wall on the right, then go all the way down, then go right past one row, then go up, then right to the leaf pile. From the leaf pile, go down, then right, and then up and then right. Nice and easy. Here, just keep talking to the bottom rock. Yeah, the rocks have quite a good personality in this. Bit better than mine. And once it goes on the plate, move to the spikes and it will move away. Go back and talk to him again and he'll move back onto the pressure plate. So now what we're going to do, guys, now you pass that spikes, this next room will actually be a save point. We're actually going to stay here now until we kill 20 enemies. So if you kill 13, you should have to kill 7 more if you didn't miscount. But don't worry, if you did miscount, all you're basically doing is going to keep killing enemies now until no more enemies come in encounters. Yeah, so just keep doing this, keep killing enemies until what will happen once you killed enough, a battle will begin, but no enemies, it will say, but nobody came. And that's your sort of indication that you've killed enough. And in these encounters where you have 2 or 3 enemies, like I say, it's the amount of enemies you kill, not encounters, amount of enemies. So if you get 3 enemies in one encounter, that's great, because that'll obviously be 3 kills. So yeah, get 20 kills altogether, guys, and I'll skip ahead and just show you what will happen once you've killed enough. Do not go any further than that safe room. Stay here, killing these 20 enemies. That's my 20, and I'll just show you what will happen. So they see, but nobody came. That's your sort of indication that you've killed enough enemies. Once you've done that, come back in here, save your game, and then head to the right. You see that ghost in the middle? If it doesn't disappear, that's because you've not killed enough enemies. And then come in this room, interact with the web on the left, pay 7 gold to get a spider donut. You'll get your first trophy, or second trophy, sorry. But yeah, you want to buy 1 spider donut for 7 gold. Do not buy any more. Just 1 spider donut and never use this. These items I buy, do not use them. We need to save them all up. Right, and they're going to follow my lead in here. Because you killed all the enemies, no battle's going to trigger. We do it before we go to that ghost which disappeared. Here, you just drop down that hole at the top middle, guys. Press the switch, come back up. And then come in here. Yeah, because if you don't kill him before you've go to that ghost, it won't disappear and you have to fight it. It takes quite a long time. So in this room, interact with the switch behind the pillar and press it. Come down here. Interact with the red switch on the top left. Press that. Yeah, come to this next room. And interact with the switch behind the top left pillar. Press it. And then head right and then left. And I'm going to head into the house. I'm missing a little bit of equipment, guys, but it's mainly just because it's not really necessary. Like I say, the only difficult fight in this is that fight near the end. So all our sort of preparation for battle is going to be basically leading up to that. That's what we're preparing for. So once you get into the house, you're going to follow Torio over here. And once she disappears, you're going to go into that bedroom. You're going to sleep. And when you sleep, it's going to make a yummy butterscotch pie appear on the floor. Pick it up, but do not eat it. Yeah, do not eat that, guys. That actually gives you maximum health. Butterscotch pie, do not eat it. We need to save that for later. Alright, so we're going to head back out of the bedroom, head left, and talk to Torio again. Now it's going to give you 3 different dialogue options. And all 3 options, you want to choose the option on the right, basically asking how can we go home and how do we exit the ruins. So don't go through dialogue too quick here, just so you don't pick the wrong dialogue choice. But it doesn't matter if you do, all you got to do is keep checking and asking about the ruins and how to leave. By the way, to speed up dialogue, you press one of the buttons to speed up the text and you press another button to move on to the next one once all the text has sort of expired in that window. So To get through it quick, you basically have to keep spamming 2 buttons together. Or sort of spam one then the other, one then the other, one then the other. And just repeat that. So because we're on the genocide route, yeah, killing everything is considered the genocide route. Most of the bosses will die in 1 hit. Like this guy. Just attack once quickly. And that's it. TKO. 1 hit wonder. Yeah, this trophy list, not much thought has gone into it. You'll see by the names. You can tell that the developer just put them in for the sake of it, by the names he's given them. There's one where you have to donate 350 gold to a sort of donation box, and you donate 1 gold at a time. It's basically been done deliberately to just to take the piss out of, you know, trophy hunters. Seems that way. Just continue upwards after this. You'll meet Flowey again, and then continue up, guys, and you'll be in Snowdin. And that'd be the prologue complete.
That's a wonderful idea.
Enter Undertale. Right, so in Snowdin, we're going to head right. You get a cutscene with Sans the skeleton. You can continue right after that into the next screen. You actually get a trophy here as well. Exodus, arrive at Snowdin. You're going to save your game and you're going to go over to this sort of item box. But there should already be a weapon waiting there for you, the tough glove. With the tough glove, you have to spam attack after stopping the marker. So when you stop the marker on the gauge at the bottom, you have to keep spamming attack to do damage. After that, obviously, the more you press it, the more damage you're going to do. But we're also going to deposit the spider donuts and the butterscotch pie as well, just so you don't use them by mistake. And once we equip this tough glove, we'll also deposit the weapon we have. Oh, the stick. Yeah, the only weapon you have at the moment is a stick. That's Papyrus, the red guy. Yep, so that's your trophy, Exodus. Yes, just continue right. Save point there if you need it. See, now it's going to tell you how many enemies you need to kill when you travel the save point. Say like 16 left or 18 left. Yeah, so deposit them items, take out the tough glove, equip it, then interact with the box again, and now deposit the stick. That's it, just keep your inventory clear, because inventory is quite limited in this. So what we're going to do, we just want to engage in the battle here before we move on. In this room, Snowdrake. Just move around until it triggers. There you go, yeah. So when you stop the marker, just keep spamming attack to do a bit more damage. With these attacks with the drakes, you can normally just stop in the bottom right and that will avoid all their attacks. Right, so continue right once you beat him. Another cutscene with Sans and Papyrus. Yeah, if you didn't realise already, 16 enemies you have to kill in this area to stay on the genocide route. So you're going to head right, you want to engage in an optional battle, RNG battle. Ice Cap. It's going to beat him up. That's it, then continue right. You have another fight here with Doggo. We're going to beat him up as well. Yeah, when a attack is blue, you have to stay still. You have to stay still for it not to damage you. And when it's orange, you normally have to be moving. But there won't be many like that. So in this room, you're going to take the top door and interact with this snowman 3 times to get snowman piece, and you should get 3 snowman pieces. These are healing items and do not use these. So to keep them on you, 3 snowman pieces. Just talk to it 3 times, 3 or 4 times to get them all. And like I say, do not use them. Then just move around in here until you get a fight for the lesser dog. Beat him up, or whatever enemy appears. Right, then continue right. Another cutscene with Sans and Papyrus. In this room, just head to the bottom right exit. No need to do anything. Bottom right exit. Then you'll find another cutscene. Head right after this into the next room to find a save. And you should get a trophy as well. Spaghetti. Or mana. Get to spaghetti save point in Snowdin. Then in this room, head to the bottom right and you'll get a scripted battle, like a little boss battle here with Dogami and Dogressa. So just focus on one to begin with. Yeah, so you see them blue hearts, obviously because they're blue, if you stay still when it touches you, it won't damage you. The white ones you have to avoid altogether. Now once you've got one, just focus on the other one, which normally goes down a lot quicker. After beating them up, go down and then go right 2 screens. It's supposed to be a puzzle here, but on the genocide route, the puzzle should already be sort of completed for you, so you don't have to do them all. Yeah, normally you have to make all the X's a circle and then press the switch. Yeah, eventually you'll reach Sans and Papyrus again. Yeah, the genocide route skips a lot in the game, but like I say, it's the quickest route for Platinum. As long as you don't have too much trouble with undying the undying when we get there. So save your game here. The tiny dog house. No, sorry, that's a dog house. Yep, and then in this room, go behind the trees. Make your way to the far right. Head right in here and you'll get in a fight with the great dog. Goes down quick enough, 2 or 3 hits. Does a lot of barking. Attacks will normally go to where you are, and then you can sort of move away to avoid them. Sort of bait the attacks and then move away to dodge them as they come. Shouldn't have any trouble. The only difficult boss is undying. So make your way across this bridge for another little cutscene. And here's we're going to exhaust all the battles, guys. So just like we did in the ruins, where we kept fighting the RNG enemies until no more came, we're going to do that same thing but in this room. So all you do, you get through this little cutscene, you're going to go right and then come back, engage in the battle, go right and then come back, engage in battle. Just keep doing that until you've killed a total of 16 enemies. I think altogether, if you've killed the same amount as me, we should have killed about 3 enemies, I think. So you've got to kill 13 more. But of course, you know when you've killed enough, because no more will come. So yeah, just coming in now, guys. Keep farming battles. Once you're done the battle, go in the room on the right and then come back to make the next battle appear a bit quicker. Like I say, it's only 16 enemies. It's not battles, it's the amount of enemies you have to kill. And the Jerry enemy, leave him until last and then just flee. Just choose flee from him. Don't worry, it won't mess anything up. The reason being is he takes too long to kill, and it's quicker actually leaving the battle and then coming back. So yeah, if you get Jerry, kill the others but leave him. Don't worry, he doesn't actually attack. And to escape, you just choose mercy and then spare or flee. Don't really matter either way with him. But yeah, just keep doing that, guys, until you've killed 6 enemies or until no more enemies appear. And I'll see you in a minute. Right, that should be the last enemy for me. So I'm just going to double check, guys. Just make sure I have definitely killed them all. Yep, there, see, nobody came. So once you're sure, come right into the town and go into the shop. Now you've killed everybody, there'll be nobody here. So you can grab the manly bandana for free. You're going to take 3 cinnamon buns. Only 3, and then you want to steal. Because there's nobody there, you'll get almost 800 golds. Nice. After that, save your game and then come over to the box. You want to equip the manly bandana first and then enter out of the box after that. Then you can deposit everything, including the bandage. Put everything away. There you go. Should just have enough space in your inventory as long as you brought exactly what I've said. Then once you've done so, guys, come over to the igloo and continue inside there, and it'll warp you to the far right. Just saves a bit of time. And then come to the screen. Now it's going to be a little boss fight here, but because we're on the genocide route, it's going to die in one hit again, making it mega easy. The healing items we've been sort of stocking up, they're to help in that fight near the end. And a lot of you can get a lot of healing items, but a lot of them they don't heal much. But the problem is, if you use a healing item, it wastes a turn, and turns in this fight later are very, very important. You need to try and maximise each turn, so you want to try and heal as much as you can because it wastes a turn. Then once you've got a butterscotch pie, which will heal you to full. The snowman piece will heal up 45. We're going to get a abandoned quiche later, which will heal you up 34, I think it is. And them cinnamon buns we bought will heal you up 22. So they're the worst, but that's the best we could get. And once you beat Papyrus, guys, continue right into the waterfall. Yep, midway point. Just continue right, there'll be a safe point there. You see it says 18 left, so yep, we've got to kill 18 enemies in this region. But we'll do it a little bit later. We'll carry a few we'll kill a few as we go, but then we'll kill them all a bit close to the end of the region. So that knight, that is Undyne. Yeah, that's Undyne, and that's sort of his default form. But if you're on genocide route, you can trigger him to sort of power up, and that's what makes him mega difficult. Yes, this is a guy that could give you a lot of trouble a bit later. But throughout the region, there's just going to be some sort of scripted encounters with him, where you have to just evade his attacks, but the proper battle isn't until you get near the end of the region. So once he moves away, just continue right for a little bit more dialogue, and then save your game. Across these sort of well, they're called bridge seeds. In this room, you should get your first battle of the region. Aaron, beat him up. He's a muscly seahorse. There we go. Bodybuilding seahorse, that guy. Right, so what we want to do now is we want to pick up these and you want to drop them here where I'm dropping them. They'll float to the right, and once you've made all 4 float into a line, it will make a bridge. So do exactly the same as me. If you need to reset them if you made a mistake, go to the bell on the top right, interact with it, and it will reset them all. Right, once all four in a line should make a bridge. And go on it, come right, interact with the bench to find the abandoned quiche. There you go, take it. I take this because it heals you up 34 HP. Do not use it, we need to save it for later, just like all the other healing items. Right, then go in the top left door, continue right, and we're going to go in the top door here. You should get a battle along the way with Washua. I've no idea what that's supposed to be. Yeah, once you beat him, continue up and then go right. Head across this raft. I think it's a raft. Yeah, it's just dark water. Right, so in here you're going to get ambushed by Undyne again. So just dodge his spears. It's not too difficult. Just sort of bait them to move, sort of move down, and they can sort of move up to bait them, or move down to bait them, whichever you find easiest. You see what I'm doing? I'm trying to bait them to sort of aim downwards, and then I move up to avoid them, and then move back to the bottom again. If you do get hit by one, that's what will happen. Just got to avoid them attacks for a moment. But it ends pretty quick. Once you get into this bush on the next screen, that's it. You've ended that little encounter. Just come in the bush and have a little cutscene. Yeah, continue right after this, you'll find another save point. You can save your game. Recover your HP if you're getting a bit low. It shouldn't be. So 16 enemies left. No point interrupting the item box, it's full if you remember, with all those items we need later. So in this room, you want to take the exit on the left. That's it, just keep going down until you find the first exit on the left. Take it. And it'll lead you into a room with a bush in the middle. Interact with the bush to find the ballet shoes. And they're actually more deadly than they sound. Yeah, equip these. With this weapon, what you have to do is there'll be 3 markers on this one. And you have to stop all 3. If you stop all 3 in the same place, you do more damage. Obviously, if you can stop them all 3 in the middle, you'll do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's probably the best weapon you're going to find in this guide. We do find one which gives you more invincibility frames. It does a little bit less damage, but it gives you more invincibility frames, you know, so when you get damaged you're invincible for longer, so you don't get damaged as quick afterwards in case you run straight to another attack, which is actually, I find it more useful to use for Undyne. So when we get to Undyne, I unequip the ballet shoes and equip the torn notebook, just because it gives you more invincibility frames. But you'll see later once we get there. But yeah, just continue along here guys, you're getting a few battles along the way. Just kill them, because they will take some away from the kill counter for this region. Yeah, so it's ballet shoes, got to stop the 3 markers in the middle for maximum damage. Yeah, continue right. Ignore the statue. You're supposed to grab an umbrella from here, go and put it on the statue, and then it sort of gives you a code for a piano room back near where that hole was. Go in the room at the top, this piano room, you put a code. But there's no need to really do that, just for purposes of platinum. So in here, in the puddle room, just continue right. And eventually you'll reach a big castle in the background. Just continue right to avoid that. And not avoid it, but to get to the next area. And once you get to the dead end, keep talking to Monster Kid. He'll be a little bit reluctant at first, but eventually he'll give you a classic Joel boost up to the ledge above. And then there should be another ambush. Yeah, so just run straight past the Disney Castle. So here, yeah, like I say, talk to the kid, it'll give you a boost, and then just continue right. There we go, he can find his own way up. And there's our save point, save your game. 13 kills left. Try to remember whatever your kill count is on. Alright, so we're going to get ambushed again here. So again, just make your way through the room, avoiding the attacks. I mean, this is self-explanatory. Just when the attacks appear on the ground, obviously try not to walk on them. If you do, you'll just get a small sort of box again, and you have to avoid the attacks for a moment. You sort of have to go right and then down, and then to bottom left, and then down again, and then to the far bottom right to escape. Yes, take this path I'm taking. Otherwise, you're going to run into a dead end, and you're going to have to turn around and come down here anyway. Yes, like I say, to the right, then down, then left, then down, then right again. That'll bring you here, and just continue right. And then once you're in the next screen, just continue right until the attacks stop and the music starts to fade. And then make your way back to the left, and you get a little cutscene. So once you arrive on the beach, there's going to be a little donation box down there, guys. You have to interact with it 350 times. Yeah, like I say, this is what I mean. It's just taking the Michael out of us, guys. But yeah, you donate 1 gold at a time, and there's 15 trophies connected to this. You'll get one for there's one for 2 gold, one for donating 6, one for donating 12, donating 20, 30, 43, 59, and it will just keep going up. So yeah, you got to donate altogether 350 gold. You should have more than enough money. Remember, we did steal 758 from that shop because you're on genocide route. If the box is near, guys, it's because you are not on the genocide route and you didn't kill all the enemies in the previous area. So, but if you follow me, you should do. If you've not been following me, then I can't really, it's not my fault, is it? I think you're the only one to blame if you didn't follow me properly. But yeah, this is all you do now, guys. Just keep interacting with it until you've donated 350 gold and got all the trophies. It gets a bit sore on your finger. I mean, if you're good with your right hand, you won't have any problems. But I've got a turbo controller for my PS4, so I switched to that eventually. You'll see my last bits got really fast because I'm using my turbo controller. But yeah, just keep doing this, guys. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit until I've donated 350 gold. Yeah, you see how fast I'm doing it now because I'm using my turbo controller. That's so fast. And there we go. Once you've done 350 gold, the trophies, I don't know why they're a little bit delayed with that. Yeah, I had to switch controller back. Yeah, they're a little bit delayed. They won't pop straight away. You'll see, I think my level 12, 13, 14, 15 trophies comes a bit later. I don't know what happens, it just does. But yeah, once you donate 350 gold, guys, you are done. Head right, save your game, and continue here through the trash. You don't need to talk to the dummy, just continue upwards, and the battle will start automatically. Yeah, see, there's Dognation level 12. Yeah, this battle will be scripted, it will always happen. All you got to do is just attack him once for the win. Yep, glad dummy. There you go, just attack him once and that should kill him. As long as you're accurate. Right, in this room, save your game. 12 left. Right, head right, we're going to head into the shop here. And now we're going to get ready for the upcoming boss, like I say, which is the hardest boss in the game. For this guide anyway. Yeah, you want to buy, from this guy, buy cloudy glasses and buy the torn notebook. Cloudy glasses and the torn notebook, they are equipment. Then go to item and equip them. Cloudy glasses and the torn notebook. The torn notebook does a little bit less damage than the ballast shoes, but it gives you more invincibility frames, along with the cloudy glasses, which gives you even more invincibility frames, which is why we're having them. And then once you equip them, yeah, don't forget, come into your item box and equip all take out all the healing items. So you want abandoned quiche, butterscotch pie, 3 snowman pieces and 3 cinnamon buns. That's it, and then you've got all your healing items ready for the upcoming boss. Do not use them. That's the last item box before the boss. And then once you're ready, guys, head right. And now in this room, this is where we're going to kill all the remaining enemies. So you're going to keep leaving and coming back into this room, guys, until you've killed all 16 enemies of this region. Like I say, you'll know when you've done so, because no more enemies will come. So just keep leaving the screen, coming back in, killing enemies, guys. And I'll skip ahead just a minute or so, just until we've killed them all. So remember, kill all the enemies, guys, until no more appear. Yeah, this is my last enemy. So I also got a few more Dog Nation trophies finally appear while farming these. There we go. Nobody came. I've killed them all. Okay, so once you're good to go, come this room. There's a hidden path here. You can interact with the mushrooms, the smaller mushrooms, to make the path appear. Or just sort of feel your way around it like I'm doing so. You sort of go right from that first path, then it's down, then right, then up, right, down, and then right into this room. In this room, the path is visible at first, but to make it reappear, interact the sort of lanterns around the track, and that should put out the candles for the time being. Well, it will illuminate the area briefly. Yeah, so just interact with these lanterns you pass by. But this room, you're sort of going down and then right, and then up to the top right, and then down, and then back right here through the exit. Right, so we've got this really tough battle coming up, guys. So yeah, this is a one. If you find it too difficult, when it comes to Monster Kid, I mean, you have to kill Monster Kid to trigger this difficult battle. If you spare Monster Kid in the battle beforehand, then that triggers the easier fight with him. But that takes you off the genocide route. And if you're not on the genocide route, when you get into Hotland, you're going to a laboratory and you'll meet Alphys. And then you have a lot of encounters with Metaton. And a lot of the doors going forward will not be open. You have to do things to unlock the doors. There'll be an elevator. It won't be fully accessible. You have to do things to get higher on the floor. But genocide route pretty much lets you skip everything. So I try to just defeat this boss if you can. You'll see I just defeat him. This is probably one of my worst fights when I did beat him. Normally when I do beat him, I've normally got 1 or 2 healing items left. But you'll see here, I just do it. And just making sure you save your game there, guys. So if you mess up this fight, you can just retry it. But yeah, like I say, this first bit of Monster Kid, if you spare him, it will take on a slightly easier fight. But it will change your path for the last bit of the game, make it a lot longer. But for this, following me, you want to kill him. So kill Monster Kid. And it will trigger Undying to morph into the Undying. And this is a tricky fight, guys. So these attacks, you sort of have to move the cursor and the sort of bar which you've got coming out from your heart to avoid the arrows as you get close. And obviously try to maximise your damage. But with them items, the torn notebook and the cloudy glasses, hopefully if you do take too much damage, if something else hits you, hopefully you're still invincible and you don't take no damage from it. But it does hit you quite hard. You'll see how much damage he's doing to me. So just make sure you watch your HP and heal up when necessary. But try to maximise your healing items. So, for example, the butterscotch pie, because it gives you full HP, wait until you have very low HP before you use that. If you're on like 20 or 25, you can use it cinnamon bun, because it only give you 22. And obviously your maximum at the moment is 56. This snowman piece, they give you 45, so try to wait till you're on about 10 HP or 11 before you use them for maximum efficiency. And the embattled quiche gives you 34, so same with that, guys. Just try to look at where your HP is and then decide on what healing item you want to use to maximise it. And yet, just a case of attacking him, blocking his attacks the best you can, and then heal him when necessary, guys. Like I say, it might take you a few tries. After I got stuck on this boss literally for about 10 minutes. And once I prepared myself, yeah, it's about 10 minutes. So hopefully you find it about the same. But if you get stuck on him for far too long, like I say, you can reload the safe, spare kids, and it will take you off the genocide route and onto the sort of abandoned genocide. Like I say, it will just make the last 5 minutes of this guy to turn into about 30 minutes for you. His attacks will always be the same, by the way. They're always the same. So whatever attacks you see me getting, you'll get exactly the same, all in the same order. The arrows will be in the same place as well. Yeah, so that's all it is. Just a case of out healing him, I guess, and killing him before he can kill you. I actually beat him with 3 HP remaining. So I get very, very close. But like I say, this is the worst it's ever been for me. It's the worst where I've beat him and had the least amount of HP possible. I guess that would be 1, but 3 is cutting it pretty close. Yeah, Bally's shoes, they do a little bit more damage to him, but because your invincibility frames are not as long, although you'll be doing more damage to him, you're actually going to be taking more damage yourself. So I'm not really sure if they're more helpful than the tour notebook. The CT, you remember that last NPC, that last shop we were in, and we got the tour notebook and the cloudy glasses. He sells a CT, and what the CT does is it increases your speed when you're hard. So you know when you're hard and you're avoiding the attacks, it makes you move faster. So you could actually go back and get one of them, but the thing is, if you take one of them, it means you're going to have to sacrifice one of your healing items, and the CT only heals you for 10. I've tried using CT during the kid fight. This kid fight, he doesn't actually attack you, so I tried using the CT during the kid fight, so it's already active when we go to the Undying battle, but it doesn't seem to carry across. Once going to the Undying battle, although it seems to be the same sort of battle, you seem to lose the increased speed from the CT if you use it during the kid fight and then move on to Undying. You have to use it in the same sort of enemy, it seems. But yeah, I've almost got him. I've pretty much got no healing items left. It's quite a long fight. I did actually, when recording this, I died twice to him. So yeah, even during this, I didn't do it perfect. Yeah, I died twice. But you see how bad I am. I mean, look how much I'm getting attacked. So I'm not exactly perfect. Speedrunners on this are pretty much perfect on this fight. They don't take any damage at all, hardly. Then here's me getting hit by almost everything, but I still managed to get by. Almost got him. 2 more attacks and he's toast. Yeah, my HP is getting very, very low. Some attacks are easier to avoid than others. You probably realise that by now. Luckily, this one's quite easy to avoid the attacks. This one is. I was very, very lucky. I was sure I got hit so many times here. And that's it, guys. Undying the Undying is dead. Like I say, hopefully you don't have too much trouble with him. If you are, I advise to give it a try to do it. So like I say, it just, if you do it the easy way, where you spare kid, it's going to make the last part of the game about 30 minutes longer anyway. So if you take 30 minutes to beat him, you're saving 30 minutes on the rest of the game anyway. So yeah, just give it a bit of a go, guys. Hopefully you can get to him, get him beaten without too much trouble. Yeah, he'll crumble just before your eyes. Right, and let's go and do it. Pretty much 5 minutes now until the end of the game. Well, until popping that final trophy. You don't have to kill anything now. Only encounters which you can't avoid. You know, scripted boss battles. We don't need to go through each area killing all the enemies now. being on the genocide route just speed up all the game, but now we've already triggered this area we're in now. It's triggered to be in the sort of phase we want it to be in to get through it all quicker, and that's the genocide route. Yeah, so like I say, all the doors will be open, and there's a save point here. You see them stairs at the bottom. If you go down here, you see that boat, the Riverman. There's not actually, on the genocide route, it's not actually an item box. But if you go down there and go to a waterfall, it will take you back to that last shop we went in the waterfall. You know, where we bought the torn notebook and cloudy glasses. And if you remember, there was an item box before it. So if you do want to go to an item box, go and see that boatman, and just go to a waterfall, guys, and you'll find one. Yes, and here in the laboratory, if you're on the aborted genocide, where you killed the easy version of Undyne, then that robot, which sort of ran away, he'll sort of fight you in a quiz. And in the quiz, all you have to do, you can't die in the quiz, by the way. Just in the quiz, let him kill you. Well, let him take HP to 1, and then the quiz will end anyway automatically. You're going to get through the quiz easier. And going forward, all we're going to be doing, any battles you get in, just flee from them. Just flee. If you can't flee to begin with, you might have to attack the enemy once or twice. But yeah, just make your way up here, save your game. Over here you want to go right, and then up, and then left, and then take the top exit. Like I say, any battles, just flee. Spare, and then flee. I don't know why it's a plane trying to attack you. Yep, so if you are on the aborted genocide route, these will have lace coming out, and you have to avoid them. Orange and blue. Remember, orange you have to move to avoid it, and blue you have to stay still. So yeah, but because we're on the genocide and we killed Undyne the Undyne, they're all switched off. So here, take the top exit. The door will already be open. If it's not open because you're on aborted genocide, you have to go to the route on the left and do a little puzzle to unlock one of the locks on the door, and then take the route on the right, sorry, to unlock the second lock, and then that door will be open. But we're going to come up here straight away because it's already open for us. Just going to kill these two enemies quickly, like so. Then we go all the way to the right. There's nothing in here, but if you're on the aborted genocide, Metaton will be in here, and there'll be a little puzzle where you have to, a little sort of flying puzzle. You have to get that can, and then you make your way here, guys. Save your game. Continue to the right. Come in here, and you want to go to floor 2. That's because there's a trophy for getting to floor 2 and floor 3. Floor 3 might pop them both, but we're just going to go to floor 2 and then to floor 3 just in case. And on the normal route, on aborted genocide, you can't access all these floors to begin with. You just have to go out on the floor, which you can, and just going to have to make your way up. Yep, so you go to floor 2, guys, and then go to floor 3. You get them 2 trophies, final stretch 2 and final stretch 3. Like I say, if you're on aborted genocide, you've got to make a way up of this area. And that will eventually bring you up here. So just make a way across. This door's already going to be open for us. If it's not, you've got to take the doorway on the top and the doorway on the bottom in this room, and do 2 puzzles again to open this door. Also, if you are on the aborted genocide, you'll have a phone on you, because you would have met Alphys in the lab and you would have had a phone. And with that phone, you can actually access your item box through the phone. And through your item box, you want to take out a spider donut. And to make this boss easier on aborted genocide, you go into items and you eat the spider donut. And that sort of makes her friendly. And she leaves you. You don't have to fight her. Like I say, use the spider donut. Because we're on genocide still, we can just attack her. Try to get an accurate hit, otherwise you're not going to do much damage. Yeah, just get a good hit in the middle, and that should kill her with 1 attack. Yeah, you see. There you go, 1 attack, she's toast. That's it, no more fights now. Assuming you're on the genocide route like me, and you killed Undyne the Undying. Yeah, so like I say, you can eat that spider donut and it ends this fight. But on genocide, you don't really need to worry about that. All you want to do is just attack her with 1 good hit, and it should TKO her. You get loads of XP. If you use the spider donut, I don't think you get any XP from it either. Yes, just continue right. If you've done the aborted genocide route, Metaton will come down them steps. Right, continue up here into the hotel. Save your game if you want to. Continue upwards into the core. If you're on the aborted genocide route, this elevator will be locked, by the way, and you'll have to go in the room on the left or right and make your own way up. And once you get through this elevator, guys, you'll get a trophy, good luck, and then a platinum, and you can save your game. Yeah, good luck. Basically, you have to enter this room here, but if you're on the aborted genocide and the elevator closed, you have to make your sort of way up normally around the area. But yeah, that's a quick way to do it, guys. Platinum in Undertale. Hopefully you didn't have too much trouble. Let me know how you got on, actually. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.